So today what we're doing is a stereo installation. Bada bing, bada boom. But I'm also going to be filming this for a video coming up, so you get to see it live. But really going to be changing this from standard 8-inch screen. Again, we're going to change it to the elusive 13-inch screen. Thanks to Sadavia Radio. So thank you for sponsoring this video. This is a lot of fun. Like I said, you guys are going to see behind the scenes. This is literally what I'm going to do for the whole video. Alright guys, so today what we're going to be doing is installing the Sadavia touchscreen T-style radio. It's the 6th generation, it's 13 inches, so it actually comes up a little bit above up here. It does relocate all of these buttons down below. It's much more modernized. It has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. All the features we love and just kind of want modernized in any vehicle, especially as these vehicles are starting to kind of get outdated. I mean, this one's 9 years old now, almost. It's just nice to see things kind of upgraded, so I'm going to show you guys how to install it, the walkthrough, the process. First off, we have to start by removing the Sony cover up here, which uncovers the speaker. There's two 8mm bolts. This is a pull-through tab. It kind of pulls up. Well, I'll just walk you through the whole entire process, but let's dig into it, guys. It's kind of fun. So that's kind of one of the intros that we're going to see for the video, and you get to see, like I said, how I film it from the beginning. But now, you literally get to see it in a walkthrough. So let's see if I can set up my camera. It's the weirdest part, getting to work with. Oh, I need that kind of. I'm not gonna work around it. Work with two different devices simultaneously, and then you guys can ask questions if you have any questions. I don't know if you want to see stereo installation or if you want to ask me anything. By all means, you can start in the comment section. Kind of like that guy off of, what was that movie? Monsters, Inc. The Abominable Snowman. Abominable! If anybody's complaining about that, I mean, I grew up watching kids' cartoons and stuff. I was a kid at one point, okay? So don't go blaming me for that. They're like, oh, you need to grow up. There we go. You hear it pop. Hopefully that was a good pop, not a bad pop, you know what I'm saying? There should be one more on this left hand side. It's always so teetery. Can I get on this front edge? There we go. My best suggestion on these, whenever you're taking them off, is to give them kind of a wiggle as you pry. It's kind of a simultaneous process. But these plastics, the older they get, you know, they're going to start having more and more sensitivity to cracking, fracturing, whatnot. They see more summers, they get beat up. Plastic just breaks down. I mean, it's got urethane built into it, so only so many times you can remove something. There we go. And see, it's got these little tabs on all four corners. Get out of the way, uncovers the bolts. No big deal. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to have to get the ratchet set that's back behind here. I got to undo that. Hey! We got people on here. Hello! Eliza 5176. How's it going? I'm doing a stereo install. If you got any questions, this is a 13th generation F-150. 2nd generation Raptor. This is what I do on this channel. But Sadavia Radio sponsored me with a 13-inch touchscreen, so it's really going to take the whole thing. Touch Tesla style. It's kind of awesome. I'm excited for it. If you got any questions, pipe in. I'm all for it. Fun stuff. Like I said, I did one of those 8mm that's up there. I always like to put sockets on there, and then you can use it for testing. Is it bigger? No, it might be a 7mm. My bad, my bad. Look at me, already messing up. Yes, 7mm. 7mm. This is the worst part about working on something like this. As you can see by the background, there's snow on everything. It's cold outside, but right here we've got a greenhouse effect. Everything's warm right in my face. The hot sun. Simply just the breakdown. This is where I wish I had an auto ratchet. That'd be nice. Anybody love me enough to send me an auto ratchet? Please do. It'd be so nice. Like Milwaukee, like DeWalt, I like chocolate too. Not suggesting anything, I'm just saying, you know. I'm a man, I like food. Hello, Maximilian Fassini. I like the gloves, those are dope. Pink gloves? What up? Second bolt. Alright, you want to be very cautious with these bolts. Don't want to lose them. 7mm, we got 2 of them, we're going to have more as we go along. So I like to use the change receptacle, right? There. Boom. Ain't going nowhere. Utilize that. Now we can get to prying again. Pry, 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 pry. Oh, I like these corner ones. Well, it's got questions? No? Hi. Hi, people. Are you staying in there? You staying focused? You're good? Good? Just checking on you? Alright. I just don't want you to feel rejected. Nice. That back half just lifts up. Like I said, I always like to give it kind of a wiggly motion as we go through here. There we go. Everything just pops up. Oh, don't go yanking on it. There's a cord attached. There we go. Simply just undo that. Set that bad boy aside. You're going to be reinstalling it here in a second. But here, now we got to go back to the video. This is the next part of the video. Alright, when you guys go to pull that up, you take out those 2 7mm bolts. My bad. I totally messed that one up. And then up here in the corners, it's just a wiggle motion, a wiggle pry. And you can start back here and pull your fingers forward. As you pull it out, you want to be careful. You'll have a wiring harness underneath there. You want to unplug that from the bottom. You've got 2 more 7mm. We'll do the same thing on the space. You're going to get your fingers behind there, and it's a wiggle motion. I do believe there's 6. 1, 2, and then 3. It'll be the same thing on this side. So take care of all those and a wiggle pry motion, and you'll see. I'll try to film that part for you guys. But see, you guys are behind the scenes seeing a video in action. Yeah. So anybody got any questions? Hi. I appreciate y'all for sticking around. This is kind of fun. I'm gonna do this more often. It could take a lot of energy to be able to stay on camera so long. By the way, anybody else like to get on live stream and not like the sound of their own voice? I just like to point out I am a self-conscious individual. Yet here I am, living up to my fears. It's like Fear Factor. Alright, oh, I gotta film this part. Need something so I can lean this against. I'll use a bottle of water. What's happening with technology these days? What do you use for a tripod? A bottle of water. Alright guys, so we're gonna pull from up here and give it kind of a pry motion. You should see it come free. Right now it is stubborn. There we go. There's 1. 2. Okay, that one went back in. Okay, there we go. Oh, 3. Getting your fingers back there as best we can. Boom. Most of them came out. I think it's the last 2 on the bottom. And again, there'll be wiring harnesses behind this, so you want to be careful not just to pull on it right away. Kind of a prying, pulling motion with a wiggle. There we go. Let's get this bottom one now. Down to 1. Boom. I'm going to try to show you guys before I start taking off wiring harnesses. So there's 1 right there. I think I can get one-handed. Yes. So there's a push tab directly on the bottom right here. I'm going to push it. Boom. See? Directly on the bottom. And then just squeeze that in. Just like that. That came right out. There's 1 more on this side. Same thing. It's going to be on the bottom. There you go. Gotta switch fingers sometimes, especially when it's cold, because it hurts. There you go. Bottom there. Push tab. Try it out. And is there a 3rd one? I just hooked around the shifter. Oh, no, it's up top. Thank goodness. You don't just go yanking on stuff until you've got a for certain freedom from whatever components you're pulling on. And these, they're going to be on the left or right, so I think that might be it right there. As I recall, these are kind of easy to deal with. Except for holding the camera, it makes it much harder. Yeah, Kia boy? What? Who the hell's a Kia boy? Yeah, I heard about what you guys do out there stealing cars. You know, people work hard for those. Kia boy. How would you feel if somebody came out and stole your Honda 2000 POS? Not very good. Come on. You know what? I'll just come back to that one. You don't deserve my time. Talking about the wiring harness, not you, Noah Reed. Okay, I might just have to set the camera down. Make this so much easier. Unfortunately, this is a two-finger job. Take that how you will. And I'm going to use a little pick tool. These should be not universal, so when you go to plug them back in, they're only going to go to one designated plug-in. So you don't really have to keep track of them because they're kind of unique to their plug. If that makes sense. I could have sworn that had a T-Mobile logo on it. I'm like, what the hell is T-Mobile doing on this truck? I took apart a four-wheeler one time, and inside the crankcase, I saw Mitsubishi. I was like, that is wild, and it wasn't nothing to do with Mitsubishi. There we go. Got that free. Just set that aside in case we need it for a future date. You never know. I do believe we're actually going to take some of the little fries off of it, so there we go. Yeah, you said a Kia boy. Anybody else got a question? Anybody want to pipe in what it's like to deal with a Kia boy? This ain't no Kia boy stuff, I'm telling you. All right. All right. For you guys who are in the video, going down here, we're going to have 4 7mm screws on each corner, and then same thing down here. This one's probably the harder one to get out. It does have some wiring harness stuff behind it, and it's very tight back there, but it's possible. Just give it a second. We'll get to it. And again, I would set these screws aside because you're going to have to reuse them at a later date, just in case you ever decide to convert. Actually, it's 6 screws on this top one, in case you ever want to convert back to your old system. Some people like to use these stereos for a while, the aftermarket one, and then switch back to stock. That went into the gear shifter. There'll be 3 on the left side here, and then 3 on the right side, and we'll get those done. No big deal. You know, you always watch these videos where people are doing this, and they always make it look like 20 minutes, easy peasy, plug and play, there you go. And they are pretty simple, but when you really render a video down, there's so much content on it that you can't use. Son of a biscuit. It's kind of wild. And then dealing with the camera sometimes actually makes it take so much longer. Yeah. Anybody got any questions? Somebody pipe in with a question. Yeah, I'm not a Kia boy. We already verified that one. But any automotive related questions? How's everybody's weather? Where are you at? What's the weather like where you're at? Asking for a friend. Anyways, again, I do want to thank Sadavia Radio. They did sponsor this video. They sent me the 13-inch Tesla style screen. Super thankful for it. Thankful for them for entrusting me with their product, and it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to giving it a whirlwind test. Alright, for you guys in this video, here is your wiring harness. Pretty simple, similar setup. I don't know if I'm going to do this with one hand. I'm going to try. See if that'll rest there for a second. I'm trying to hold it. Stay. Alright, very good. So this wiring harness, this lever is going to, you're going to depress this little black part in the middle. You press it, the gray part will slide up. So this might be really hard to do one-handed. Let's see what I do with the pick. Kind of cheat my way through it. This pick is only acting like a second set of hands that I don't have right now. Or in fact, I'm going to have to just set it down. So, restart the video for you guys just to make it easier. I'm going to push down that tab. See, the gray goes to the side. Once you do that, little wiring harness literally comes right up. That one's one of the easiest ones. I love that design. Right there is your micro USB. I believe this is the XM radio antenna. Unplug it there. And if anybody ever asks about your A-pin module, there it is on the back side of the screen here. This is your A-pin module. This is typically what breaks in these trucks. It starts to get slow, which, by the way, stands for Active Interface Protocol. It gets Active Protocol Interface Module. Yeah, which doesn't make sense. It says module twice. But anyways, yeah, that's your A-pin module for anybody who's ever wondered. Again, set it aside. You never know if you might need it again in the future. And then, now we can move on downtown to the CD player. Yeah, now it's going to be a CD-less truck. This is what's going on, my guys. For these, I would like to just loosen them. I'm going to loosen them and then go in by hand and pull them out because I don't want to risk them dropping down. So, pull that aside. And part 2. There you go. We'll do the same thing on this right hand side. I do like using these extensions because you can kind of auto ratchet just like that. Bada bing, bada boom. Last one. And then the fun begins. We'll actually start converting this to the Tesla style screen, which I'm excited to open it up and show you guys. Got all 4 of those out. Everybody still here? Still watching? Thanks for the thumbs up. Appreciate it. Do you have any questions? Because I'm still here. And here's the thing about the CD player. On the back side, there's a rubber knob that goes into a hole, and it's like a stabilizer kind of shock system because these trucks are made to get frisky and play. So when you go to pull on the stereo, the CD player portion, it feels pretty stuck. That rubber knob is stuck in that hole. So again, kind of wiggly, twisty motion as you pull. Best way to describe it. It kind of gives you resistance, but it will come out. And then once you get to this point, you want to be very careful not just to tug on wires. The shifter is a little bit in the way, so what I'm going to do is kick it to key forward. I will engage the e-brake and put it in drive, so I've got a little bit more room there. There we go. Yeah, I hear you, truck. So now we can take out the bottom depressor button. Sorry for the noise. Give me a second. There's that. I believe there's 4 plugs on it. So these bottom wiring harnesses, same thing as a depressor right there. Press it, another one there, depress it. These 2 very tiny little plugs. You can see like that, and then again the depressor is kind of towards the back, so just press it down and it pops right out. Alright. I hear you, truck. You can calm down. Oh, we're down to 1 person. Come on, stick around and have some fun. But that's your CD player. See, that is your CD player pulled out, and that is the rubber portion I'm talking about. It's like a shock absorber. So again, we'll set that aside, save it for a later date. There we go. Now we can begin with the Tesla style screen conversion. So here comes the big enchilada. One of the fun parts about it is we are going to need the box of wiring harness. Set that up there for now. What we need is the actual screen itself. It's actually a screen / unit all in one. So, here comes the fun. We get to unwrap this bad boy. Hey, more of you guys showed up. Now you want to see what I thought. We're going to unveil the fun here. La, 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 la. Ah, dang it. Knocked over my water. Alright. Gotta do it for the long form. Gotta do it live. We're doing it live! Uh-oh. Silicone pack. So, there it is. All these buttons that normally are at the top get relocated down to the bottom, which is kind of awesome. Has kind of the standard buttons there. AC, max, rear heat, defroster. The screen itself is quite a bit taller. It goes over the actual mounting section, so it's going to come up like an additional 1.5 inches, it looks like. It's crazy. It's just awesome how well they've produced these now, and it also has this built-in SIM card reader. So if you want to put a SIM card in it and actually have connectivity to Netflix, to YouTube, with its own signal, you can do that. And I'm actually think I'm going to use this SIM card from this phone right here. I'm going to go and put it in there and test that feature, see what that's like. But we're going to go ahead and start hooking these little bad boys up. One of the things we do have to get that I can see right away is the orange tabs that came off the old screen. All 6 of them, they were left and right. Those are going to have to be pulled off, and they go in here so it can snap into the dash itself. So we're going to take care of that here in just a second. For now, set that aside because I got to get that old screen. Bezel. Yeah, these little bad boys. You have to get all 6 of these off. It looks like it's actually 7. No, 8. 8 of them. I don't think that one only takes 6. I guess we can leave the dead center top and bottom. But we'll go and pull these little suckers out. Where's my pick? What do you do with the pick? I think it's inside the console. La 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 la. Trusty, handy dandy pick. So that's what we're going to be doing. Slowly but surely going to take these all out best we can. Really don't want to break these because I don't even know where you get them. I don't even know how you would describe them to like a Ford dealership, you know. You know, a little orange pick thing, like it's kind of a pain in the ass to describe, but do you have it? I don't think they would ever know what we're even talking about. So maybe be like, everything at Ford's a pain in the ass, to be honest with you. So see how well we can get these off here. Oh, I just hope that doesn't break. Anybody got a suggestion on how to do this? I want somebody to pipe off in the comment section and tell me. Or to be like, you're a dumbass. Just sell it. You know, I recently posed that question on a Ford forum, which I thought was kind of funny. Asking some advice on what to do about one of my other trucks. It's at 522,000 miles. 524, actually, I believe. Anyways, and all people could tell me was, sell it. You got your money's worth. I'm like, if I had listened to the people who told me to do that at 180,000 miles, 250, 310, 425, why would I still have the truck today? It's because I kept believing in it. So they didn't really answer my question of what's going on with it, but I think I've determined what it is, and we'll be done with that in the next couple of days. But anybody got any ideas on how to deal with a leaky valve cover gasket? I mean, honestly, that's what we're going to be dealing with on the other truck, 500,000 miles and a leaky valve cover gasket. So now we have our little orange tab. Got it there. Ooh. Boom. I'm still stuck in that comment. Is that a Kia boy? Like, I hope you're still watching this video. I hope you are. We can slowly transfer these over, just like that. Boom. On there. Literally just slides right on. No big deal. We've got to do it 5 more times. Isn't this awesome? So, for you guys, what's some music you like to listen to when you're working on cars? Anybody? Hey, that one came off super easy. Behind some of this blue sheathing, which is like saran wrap. Boom! I get the one at the bottom. Yeah, I want somebody to tell me what's some music you like to listen to when you work on cars. What's your go-to? Is it rap music? Do you like instrumental? Who listen to like grunge rock, like Foo Fighter, Nirvana kind of stuff, or Blink-182? What's your go-to for working on cars? Don't say the Eagles. That doesn't count. Boom. Ooh, that one does not click in. Hey, that clicked in. Ha ha ha. I like to make a mockery of myself. Just rotate this little bad boy around. Uncover the sections before my hands are full with little orange tabs. Then we can get 3 more. Hi, 12 people who are watching. Do you have any questions about working on cars? Because that's what my channel is about, working on cars. I don't know if you know that or not, but I work on cars. I like to avoid going to dealerships. Dealerships are the rip-off, I'm telling you, man. They will charge you an arm and a leg. I recently saw a buddy who was asking for a quote on how much it would cost to get spark plugs done on his, I don't remember what kind of car. It was like a 6-cylinder little car. No big deal, not turbocharged, nothing too crazy. And a dealership quoted him $800. And I explained to him, I was so irritated with that statement, but I was like, bro, I hope you know that those spark plugs are probably 70 to 90 bucks just for the actual spark plugs themselves, and the rest of that was labor. That to me is insane. That's a ripoff. That is crazy. And I don't get it. Like, dealerships, I get it. They have to make money, but do they have to make that much money? Is it really worth it to them to turn away that much business? 100% of no work being done is worse than 50% of getting it done at a cheaper rate. I mean, tell me my math is off. I could be. Am I retarded? Yes, I said the magical word. Anywho. Ah! No! I got it. Alright, one more to go. One more to go. Let's get this in. Who else deals with the sniffles? Especially when it's cold. Come on, bad boy. There we go. Got the last one. Alright. We have officially transferred over our tabbies. There we go. Now we can set the stock bezel aside. Save it for a different day. Hey, there's 14 you guys. Howdy. Welcome to the channel. Let's see. Who's got a top fan? What is that? Boom. Hey. So we got top fans rated in here, which is awesome. Let's see. Ace the Gemini. Didn't give me your full name, but you're number 1. You got 75 points. Todd Steiner. Thanks, buddy. You got 50 points. And OMME King. Ohm King. Elizabeth. I still see you're on there. Thanks for watching. You guys are all amazing. Thank you so much for checking in. Somebody comment. Comment something. Ask a question. What am I doing here? Installing a Tesla style screen. That's what I'm doing. Do you guys find this entertaining? Alright. What we're actually doing, for clarity, for people who literally just tuned in, is we are filming behind the scenes as I'm actively filming the video for this Tesla style screen. So you're seeing behind the scenes before the final product is actually produced and put on my channel. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. I'm just trying something new. But anyways, it's a 13-inch style, Tesla style screen that I'm going to make the complete video for, and you guys are seeing behind the scenes. So welcome to the channel. This is what we're doing. Alright, camera set up. There we are. We got all of our little orange tabs transferred over. There's 6 total. And I would say we could take off the screen protector, but I don't want to just yet because we still have to deal with the wiring harness. So I'm going to get all this clear. We're going to set up and start plugging in our wiring harness sections one at a time. And once that's all done, we should start seeing power to the unit. And once we do that, I don't know if we can trust it there. Once we start seeing power to the unit, we'll be able to actually start functioning out just a little bit. So give me just a second, we'll go through the wiring harnesses. Hey guys. Here we go. Yeah, we get a SIM card reader. I know where that one goes. Set that up there. I do believe they sent an instruction sheet, which is awesome. And this has the Sedava radio. Boom. Set that aside for now. Probably the main wiring harness will be in here. Actually, Ford F-150. There we go. Those are the antennas for the 4G LTE. Boom. Side. So many wiring harnesses. So little time. That is if you're going to extend your USB connector. So USB harness, I don't believe we're going to do that one. I think there's the main one are these two. And I believe some of these other ones might be, let's see, SDIF output cable. Don't even know what that means, but it's awesome. So awesome. One of these is a main connector. So we're gonna start with this side here. That bad boy goes there. There you go. Get that plugged in. And the rest of this baloney will go down underneath. Actually, I believe this is the adapter for it. Installing stereos is fun, my guys. Fun. So this one connects here. It's where the reverse cam converter goes. Let's see. For 2018 up 360 can use, but I don't think we're going to use that one. Because we got a 2017 360 camera power box. That's inside the bag. That's inside the bag. Inside the bag. Go inside the bag. We're going to do this. Start setting that up. We have la 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 power camera. This goes. No. I lied. That does not go there. Dual prongs, my guy. A lot of this is just guesswork, you know? That's what it is. You're kind of just piecing stuff up together, and it only goes so many ways. I don't know if you know that or not, but there's only so many ways that this can go. Got a couple other harnesses here. This is another antenna. What is this one for? Wi-Fi! Wi-Fi! Let's see. Didn't believe that goes there. Don't believe that goes there. Oh yeah, there's a couple more we're missing here. Just gotta find it. Give me a minute. I'm still looking, I'm still looking. Honestly, it kind of looks like we might be missing something. That's awesome! Oh, and there's a replacement microphone. Because apparently your original microphone no longer works when you use this system, so great. This is great. It's absolutely great. I'm telling you which. Alright, I don't know what that button is for. Reverse camera output. Alright, I know where we are. Where are we? That's too big. Ah, there we go. Now we're cooking. Well, I'm lost. Anybody got a suggestion on where to go from here? You know, the fun thing about this setup is that it's actually the instructions, even if it came with this slip, the instructions themselves, it states clearly that it's inside a PDF inside the unit, so you have to get it powered on to be able to see it. That's what's awesome about it. I'm just saying, that's wild. So we can start by, don't think that's it. No. Boy. Boy. Oi, boy, oi. Boy, boy. Do you believe that's an extension, Potter? Harry Potter? Ooh, there's an HDMI out. That's awesome. So awesome. There's that. Extension for that. Let's see. I believe I saw one other one in here. There's an extension for the antenna. Yeah, which I don't know if we need. GPS. I believe it will function fine without it. I could be wrong, but we'll try. We'll try. Worst case scenario, we always come back to it. That's right, we always just come back to it. Always just take care of that later. Some of these, I believe, are going to be to extend this wiring harness down below, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. We'll see. I'm just going to start hooking stuff up and kind of just go from there. Honestly, don't know where that box goes. I'm a little bit confused. Oh, don't know where it goes. Anyways, go ahead and start hooking it up. Because what did I say on TV? I'm going live. We've got more. We've got some more. We've got some more. We've got some more. So, those will stay there. Oh, that's one of the things we have to do. We're going to have to transfer over those buttons that were at the top. They have to be transferred over to this one. I totally forgot about that. Oh, hold on. It's on the spurt. Alright guys, so before we can officially start plugging stuff up, it's going to make it harder. The buttons have now been relocated from the top to the bottom side of the unit. But we do have to get these buttons out from up here if we still want them to function in this new unit. And they're going to be a little tiny compressor tab there. Get my pick. A little tab here and press. And then the same thing on this side. You're going to do that to all three of these. There'll be tabs. The black one's a little bit harder to see just because of the sunlight. But there you go. You got a little tab right there. So get them, take them out, pop them out, and then transfer them over. So have fun with that, guys. Alright. We get to transfer over the buttons. Here's the fun part. Oh, boom, button free. Here's the other thing we can do to remember it. So, camera button, far right, we have hazard and auto stop start in the middle, and then hill descent control, and then auto traction control on the far left. So, yay, buddy. Go. Transfer over one by one by one. Takes quite a bit of force, more than you would think, to get those released. Pushing down those little tabs. There we go. All three buttons out. Now we can set this down. Alright. One thing we will have to do here is we're going to have to get this blocker out because it's generic. Some of these trucks don't come with more than 2 buttons. Some of them don't have any of the buttons, and you can buy these little blocker plates. That way it looks kind of seamless to block it off. See what I mean? And same thing, it's just got little tabs pushing down on the back side here. There we go, there we go. Go ahead and get that out. And then these buttons are only going to go in a certain way. They're keyed, basically. So they did have to get rearranged. Not sure why that is, but there we go. So the camera button has now been relocated from the right to the middle. That's still on the left, and the hazard auto stop start just got from the middle to the right. So no big deal. Not the end of the world. Here we go for the video. Alright guys, so these are keyed. They're keyed locations. So whenever you go to install it in the back side of the stereo, the camera button was on the far right. The hazard auto stop start was in the middle. They just had to be relocated, and you'll see the keys on the back side. I'll try to show them to you real quick. Best of my ability. And the sunlight. Zoom in. So you can see where the tabs are on the left and right. Here's a good example of the green. See how the tab is kind of lower on that right hand or the left hand side? And this one, it's lower on the right hand side. They're keyed. So when you go to put them in, look at those as they line up, and if the hole doesn't line up, try it in a different slot. That's how you'll know where it goes. All right, we got that done. Now we can probably start plugging this bukkake in. Fun part is trying to find out where everything goes. Because they're only going to go in like one slot. I mean, there's only so many places they can go. And it's so much fun. It's just really looking for. Let's see if we go on the bottom. Oh, stereo one's down below. There we go. That's where we get your power from. Bada bing. There we go. That. Got that. That's the power on the extra unit. So, again, added to the video. So when you go to get these wiring harnesses, you'll plug this main one in. These down below are for your temperature control units, heated seats, defrost, AC, all that stuff. But the main one that plugs in to power the harness on this back side, specifically, just gotta point this out, goes to the CD portion. So the wiring harness is down below in the CD portion, not these upper ones. These upper ones are kind of just backwards. They swap places. So the ones that were up high when you first took off the bezel are going to go down below. They actually control the temperature infotainment section. The CD section that we took out, those are the main power sources to plug in and turn on the wiring, the main unit itself. So we should be able to power it up now. Let's go ahead and test that out. Key on. Give it a second to pop up. I mean, I hope I did that correctly. Boy. We ain't got no power yet. Isn't that thing gorgeous looking? But still, we got no power yet. Alright, well, I'll come back and try again here in a second. Make sure we got everything plugged in correctly. Double check all your wiring. You know, pop the hood. That's what I do. So that is USB. the antennas. Since these have to now go down below, we're going to lower them a slot down. Just to make it easier. There we go. That plug in. There's one more plug. Rotate that bad boy. There we go. Shouldn't be any reason why it wouldn't turn on now. That's interesting. Power. What? Okay, so it's controlling the air conditioning. It's able to do that. Yeah, see, max AC. We don't want that on. So it is controlling the air conditioning, but we don't have power to our screen. Why is that? What's going on here? Interesting. Well, we're gonna have to do a little more investigating. Something has gone awry. But there you go. So you guys can see I have no activity on the screen. Nothing coming on. Awesome! Indubitably. Well, awesome. We are missing something here because it should be powering on the unit. You know what I'm saying? Procrastinate like heck. Everybody want to get down James Brown, find out what it is, but it didn't. Oh, don't you guys like diagnosing problems you just created yourself? Is it just me? Hey. Can't reach the button. This is ridiculous. There we go. Bull. Power harness. Okay. That is correct. We found the right one. It had a power harness. We'll check this plug down. I don't hear anything. I hear nothing. I wonder if the fuse is bad. Awesome. Alright guys, well, let's see here, that's one wiring harness, two wiring harness, three wiring harness, whoa. Who else enjoys working on their own cars? Oh my goodness. There we go. This is awesome. Well, so far, we might have ran into a little issue. It doesn't seem like it wants to work none. That's not good. You know, one more thing. It could not be. But it could be. It could be a faulty unit. It could not be. I mean, it's got a beautiful screen. It's very large, robust. See, it's kind of a glorious looking thing, but so far it's just not working. And that's the problem. Interesting. Reset. Well, poopy. I don't like this, guys. I'm running out of some options here. Might have to do a little bit more diagnostic work. Reading. My favorite part, you know. Well, that's useless. It says I need to kick on the unit to be able to read it, so let's see. I'm not saying anything, but what I'm saying is, alright guys, so that's going to probably be it for today's video. I'll go ahead and just go ahead and cut this short because I need to get it installed, and so far I'm running into problems. I need to be able to operate a little quicker. But anyways, that's behind the scenes. So now you know how to uninstall stereo and hopefully follow through with looking up diagnostics on how to figure out to get a stereo working. You'll probably see it in the long form format where I actually show what it is I discover of why it's not kicking on, because I've been filming this entire time. But thank you guys so much for watching. I love all the love and support from you guys. I love all the top fans. Thank you guys for commenting, sticking around, and watching this fun bullshit together, because this is what I do. Work on cars all the time, and I like to source out issues. When it comes to normal wiring harness issues to a vehicle that's native to it, it's one of the things I thrive in the most, because I like a series of eliminations, just determining what went wrong in a vehicle. There's only so many possibilities of why something stops functioning, and that's what I like to diagnose and find. That's what I do on this channel. So thank you guys so much for the love and support. Please stick around, like, subscribe, and watch out for the next video, because I'm going to keep posting this year. It's going to be a great year. Thank you guys so much for the love and support. I'll catch you in the next one. Gotta figure out how to shut this off now, so bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.